Hello, and welcome to Your Money 2.0. I'm Thomas Fox, Community Outreach Director of Cambridge Credit Counseling. Since the Great Recession began in 2007, nearly 6 million families have faced foreclosure proceedings. In an effort to stem that tide, many independent mortgage servicers and the federal government have developed a variety of loan modification programs. A loan modification may involve a reduction in a homeowner's interest rate, an extension of loan terms, a different type of loan, or any combination of these remedies. Understandably, people facing foreclosure eagerly seek the relief these programs can provide, especially if it means that they can avoid losing their home. Unfortunately, the marketplace is ripe with scam artists poised to take advantage of vulnerable and often desperate homeowners. If you're worried about foreclosure or are interested in modifying the terms of your existing mortgage, there are safe and reliable agencies that can help you understand your options. Foreclosure Prevention counseling is available free of charge through local organizations approved by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, which has certified hundreds of housing counseling agencies across the country. HUD-approved agencies are not permitted to charge consumers for their foreclosure prevention services, but rest assured, this is not a case of you get what you pay for. The preparation and training to become a certified foreclosure default counselor is a rigorous process. Those counselors who pass their certification exams aren't salespeople. They're obligated to provide you with unbiased assistance and advice. They won't recommend a particular lender or force you to choose one option over another. They're available to help you understand your options. You make the decisions. So, what do you need to be on the lookout for? Guarantees for one thing. A reputable counselor won't guarantee that they can stop the foreclosure process regardless of your circumstances. Working with a legitimate counselor can certainly increase your chances of keeping your home, but be wary of anyone who guarantees results. One of the more popular scams these days is the rent-to-own or leaseback scheme, in which homeowners are convinced to sign over ownership of their property, at which point they'll be allowed to remain as a renter at a more comfortable rate. When their finances improve, according to this popular fraud, they'll be able to buy back their home. As you might suspect, the scam artists have no intention of allowing the homeowner to repurchase the property. Typically, after a few months of lower monthly payments, the new landlord raises the rent, knowing that the tenant won't be able to afford the higher payments. After the tenant misses several of the inflated payments, they'll be evicted, and the scam artist will legally own the property. Some other scammers claim to be affiliates of or approved by the government. To make their ruse seem legitimate, these folks use well-crafted websites and marketing materials containing terms such as federal, TARP, or other recognizable phrases and acronyms associated with actual government programs. Typically, these scammers will ask for a large upfront fee to help the homeowner avoid foreclosure, relying on the fact that desperate people rarely pause to read the fine print in a service contract. Sadly, of course, these companies provide no real service, leaving desperate homeowners at the mercy of their loan servicer. If you suspect that you're a victim of one of these schemes, you should immediately contact the Office of the Attorney General in your state. If you're facing foreclosure, there are a few steps you can take to protect yourself from loan modification scams. First, contact your lender or servicer when you fall behind in your payments. You'll want to communicate with their loss mitigation department to identify the specific alternatives to foreclosure that they can offer. Also, be sure to make all of your mortgage payments directly to your lender or servicer. Finally, when considering loan modification alternatives, you have to know what you're signing. If you find the agreement too complex, contact a HUD-certified housing counselor or attorney to review the forms with you. Although you don't need a third party to work with your lender, the assistance of a HUD-certified counselor can be very helpful. The circumstances surrounding foreclosure are particularly stressful, and having a skilled representative on your side can be comforting. To learn more about mortgage modification programs, go to makinghomeaffordable.gov or call a HUD-certified housing counseling agency. You can find a list of approved housing counseling agencies in each state on HUD's website, www.hud.gov. Well, that's it for this edition. As always, we welcome your feedback and ask for your thoughts and suggestions by emailing us at yourmoney2@cambridgecredit.org. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm Thomas Fox for Cambridge Credit Counseling.